Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Blood Bowl 2. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to win this next game by playing fair. So let's not try, huh? Alright, so we have 140k in petty cash from the difference in our team value, 140. Plus we have the 60k in our bank. So I think what I'm going to do here is we're going to buy a bribe. Now we could just buy 2 more bribes, right? Go down to 10k in the bank. Or, sorry, only spend 10k of our own money. But I think we're going to need a bit of a push. So why don't we also buy this wizard? Once per game, the wizard is allowed to cast either a fireball spell or a lightning bolt spell. Wizards may only cast spells at the start of their team's turn, immediately before a player performs an action, or immediately after their own team's turn has ended, as long as there wasn't a turnover. The lightning bolt spell is just pick a square, that square gets hit with a lightning bolt, the player in that square has to roll, or you roll, and if you roll a 2 or higher, the player in that square goes down. The fireball is a lot like the bomb. It affects a 3x3 area, and you make a roll for each player in the area, but you have to roll a 4 or higher to knock them down. The lightning bolt is way more likely to be used. But if we can get a bunch of orcs gathered up together, I don't know. I might consider dropping a fireball. One of the nice things about the spell is that it ignores armor. We're gonna have a really hard time bringing these guys down because of their armor levels. Gang fouling, totally a real option here, especially if we can use it to get rid of like the blitzer that has dodge or the thrower that has block. I will receive if I win the kickoff here, or if I win the die roll. Okay, never mind. And I was thinking I would receive because it will allow us to make the best use of our chainsaw. Try to burn these guys, burn as many of them down as possible before they can get all their punching in. So, this is a tough situation. I'm not really sure who I want to run here. The Fanatic is important, obviously. And the Fanatic's going to allow us to knock these guys down pretty easily. I think I'm going to do the same thing that I've been doing in the previous games and pull him out for the first. I want the chainsaw in because I want to be able to throw blocks with it, but maybe I should save the chainsaw for when we're receiving. We really got to get value out of this chainsaw. And I think keeping the Bombardier in on your opponent's first receiving drive is pretty smart. That is the way I like to play this. Let me turn on the skill display. Just keep track of everybody who is special. So this guy's a prime target. I'm actually going to swap. We're going to do the same formation we've been doing, but I'm going to swap these guys. Because this is the main chainsaw target. This guy is going to be a real problem. Flabhar. Actually, do I want to... I kind of want to put the dirty player over it. Like, we're going to foul that guy, too. We're gonna get this dude off the field if we can. He's a real issue. They do only have 4 players with blitz, or with block, and 4 players with 4 strength. By and large, their team is kind of slow. That's going to be where we have to win this. So, how do I want to set up? Maybe I want to do like a strong side thing? I'm just worried that if I set my trolls up in a normal formation, we're going to get out-punched on the line, because they don't need a lot of assists to roll good blocks. I think I'm going to set up kind of strong side. So let's do it more like this, then. This makes it a little bit more likely that they'll sneak somebody through, but it also means they won't be able to completely surround our trolls quite as easily. Alright, I think this is what I want to do.
What was your favorite moment as a...
So they didn't change their line formation. That's weird. Alright, let's kick this so that it can't land directly on all of the blitzers. I guess I'd rather have it have a chance of landing on this guy than on this guy, right? And I can't kick very far from the center. The chance of a touchback gets too high. Okay, high kick. Not great. Oh, and it's going right there. Well, the good news is, if that guy catches it, the ball carrier and the dude I want to eliminate from the game are the same guy. Gives us a really nice target for the chainsaw. Man, high kick on a kick to the weak side on the line of scrimmage is like... I don't know if there's a worse version of that.
Need to be close. So close they can smell your breath and see the dead insects in your teeth.
And this thing that they're doing, they're setting up the same tackle zones I set up so that there's no way to blitz this guy with multiple dice. Usually pretty effective. Not going to be that good against us. Ooh, well, if this block works out, though.
That's a solid formation.
Yep, of course he got it. Okay, but no, both downs actually good. Because it means they don't get to put tackle zones in this space. Alright. Mighty Blow guy. This game is going to be brutal. Oh no, that wasn't a Mighty Blow guy. That was a Black Orc. He took them both down with the Black Orc. They don't actually have a lot of rerolls. This is bad. There is realistically, we're just not going to get this. But we do have our bombs. So I'm going to stand up this goblin. Let's move some people toward the relevant side of the field. And then we're going for a bomb throw. Do I want to throw some blocks first? I guess it's pretty likely that we'll be able to get a good block off here. Oh, I have to put somebody adjacent to the trolls to make that true. Well, I can see how this game's going to go already. You're joking. He lonered it. You are... Did I at least get... No, not even an armor break. Okay, well, they're probably going to score. This is a really bad position. Right, because they're going to get to massacre a couple of goblins, and then they are... Yeah, they're in a very favorable position. I was thinking the bomb throw was the thing that was likely to not work out, so I was trying to get other stuff done before doing that. You know, other things that are likely to work. Okay, if they fail to cage up on him well, then we might be able to get the chainsaw through to him. We're going to see how this works out. Okay. Not able to get an actual knockdown on the goblin. That's good. And they followed up. That's even better. Okay. Boy, a bomb to this square would be pretty good. Okay, they got 2 knockdown faces on that one. And so, of course, immediately murdered our goblin. To be perfectly honest, we can't... I don't think we can apothecary this. I think if we're going to have any chance, we have to be able to keep players in the game. And I mean important players. So... Try to get up and move here. Okay, good, good. For you, it would be cool if you could get over here. Awesome. So we got some tackle zones in some relevant places. I'm going to throw the bomb now. So hold on. The bomb is thrown using... intercepted bomb passes are not turnovers. A bomb may be intercepted or caught using the same rules for catching the ball, in which place the player catching it must throw it again immediately. When the bomb finally does explode... Okay. So players in the same square are guaranteed knockdown. I'm going to throw it right at their ball carrier. It looks like he has the ability to intercept it, even though he only has 1 free hand. And if he does, that'll suck. Or the ability to catch it. But orcs aren't that good at catching. And this guaranteed knocks him down if it lands. Wait, what happened? What's happening? It looks like my pass roll was a success. I'm not sure what's going on with the animations right now, but it looks like it's going to land in the square I threw it to. And then he'll have to make a catch roll. My turn timer's not counting down. The game is definitely trying to process what's happening. This might have worked. Honestly, we might get there. And then we make a roll on all adjacent players. Oh, he caught it. And then I get to choose, I get to try to intercept with the troll. Did he get it? The troll throw it right back. Screw him. No, I'm not going to try to use a reroll to get an accurate pass out of my troll. The odds of a troll catching an interception are hilariously low. That is a terrible result. Okay, well, this is pretty bad.
I've played on this pitch before, Jim.
How do we make something happen here? I could move here to deny a bunch of assists. These guys don't have guard. That would allow me to potentially make a 1-die block against Taxog, but Taxog got blocked on a level up, and that's going to make things really awkward. But if I was able to get him down and out of the way, we do still have our team reroll, right? I'm not going to use my wizard yet, by the way. Alright. Let's do this. What I'm trying to do is figure out a way that I can get the loony through. And I think this is how we open it up. Now we could leap over to here. Oh no, we'd have to leap to here. And then we could provide another assist. I'm going to try it. Oh, I guess the leap can go to right here. That's fine. But if this... Then we push... No, I can't be here. This has to be a space that's open for the Fanatic to run. Or the Loony, because he has to go, like, dodge out here. Here, which should be open because the Goblin can follow up. Then here, which will be open because this guy won't be in this space anymore. Then through... There's going to be GFIs and stuff. I think I'm not going to throw the leap. All we need is a push for this to be pretty good. Okay, that's awesome. Great result. And I have to follow. Now... Oh, there's still a tackle zone. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. That means actually the best path is like dodge out, move back in, dodge out. Go for it. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh, he made it. He makes the GFIs. He failed the GFI. We will absolutely reroll that. This is an important one. I got him. And the Loony has the ball. That's not great for us. I mean, my concern here is that I'm in the position they were in, where the player they most want to knock down for other reasons and the ball carrier are the same player. The good news is we have a lot of tackle zones around, and these guys are not nearly as good at dodging out of tackle zones as elves are. This was a dumb play, by the way, all that dodging and stuff, but we didn't really have a lot of other options. So they're assuming they won't be able to hit him this turn. They're assuming they won't be able to make it out of the tackle zones. Oh no, they have this. Don't hurt yourself. Okay, he didn't hurt himself. Are they going to fumble the catch? Yes, okay, they fumble the catch. Yeah, see, fumbling a catch doesn't usually end the turn. I'm not sure what happened with that thing in the other game. Probably somebody has already explained it to me in the comments by now, because I know that we have some viewers who are well-versed in Blood Bowl. But this is actually an okay situation for me. On my turn, we're going to get to throw some good punches. And then, I don't know. I don't know how we're going to get through all this. So I noticed that the AI is sitting here and thinking and not doing anything, but its timer is still not ticking down. This feels a little bit like favoritism to me. I do love the Chainsaw Man. He's so good. Okay, they decided to give up. Alright. So this guy has 4 strength. This allows us to put up quite a few assists. I'm debating whether I want to blitz up. This is the thrower with block. Oh, this is actually one of their high-value players. Yeah, let's blitz up and chainsaw this dude. Okay, stun. It's actually fine. Alright, so we throw a punch here. Ah. Alright, this is more likely to put the ball in a good place for me than for them. Yeah, so like that's a pretty okay position. Unfortunately, if that knockdown had worked, then we had a 2-die block on their troll. I think I might do this to make that happen. Because it would be cool if we get their troll out of here. Like, they have way too many tackle zones. Yeah. And we'll push the troll to here, so that if he stays up, we'll push him to there, so that he can't just punch the pogo in response. Oh, or we could fail the really stupid roll and completely doom our pogoer. Yep, that's what happened. Cannot afford to spend the reroll right now, unfortunately. Alright, we're gonna go here. And then we're gonna hit this dude with the 2-die block. That'll unleash enough. We'll have enough assists available that we can actually get a decent throw against the Black Orc. And what is going on? Why are you not doing the thing? Timer's not ticking down, so it doesn't think that I haven't entered an action. It's just having a real hard time getting him out of that bomb juggling animation. Hey guy, you have orders. This would be a good time for you to do the thing. Okay. Okay, he moved. The animation's broken, though. Whatever. As long as he's actually in the space, that works for me. Okay, so we don't get a knockdown. That's fine. Oh, he has sidestep. Interesting. Well, I mean, we have a 1-die block. I'm going to throw it. This is another one of those situations where a both down is actually pretty good for me. That's not that great. But I don't think I can re-roll it. And we were pretty much done. Alright, so the ball's in 2 of my tackle zones. And, like, orcs... Fighting orcs is a very different set of concerns than fighting elves. We've been playing against elves a lot. But let's remember, it's not like the orcs are going to pick up the ball in a bunch of tackle zones very often or anything. The difference between 3 and 4 agility is pretty big. The game is tuned tightly enough that one difference in stats is pretty large. So he's going to bobble that. He's got a reroll. That's their last reroll of the half, too. Okay, and he just flubbed it. He flubbed it into a pretty okay position, I think. So we should be getting a 2-die block, but we're not because this guy is dumb. All right, let's try to wake him up. Okay, he woke up. So now we get a 2-die block because we have guard. So we have that available. We can throw a chainsaw block on somebody. I think we probably want to chainsaw the Black Orc. I want to get tackle zones off the ball, right? That's my first concern. Nice. What a good outcome. Nuffle's Kiss, they call that. Alright, then we hit this guy to clear out some... Like, we have to... The big problem here is we have to get this guy off, and we have to get some kind of movement out of these players. Actually, you probably should have stood up before we did anything. Where's my pogoer? Okay. We can pogo to the other side of these guys, which might be a thing to do. I don't think hitting their troll is that important, actually. Let's hit this guy. Now, here's the real question. Do we follow? Yeah, probably. Let's get tackle zones closer to the ball in general. Let's try to knock this guy off. I do not follow. Alright, so that's 1 extra assist on the Black Orc, which sadly only puts us on 1 die. How about I do this? Okay. Apparently every time we move Grinder for the rest of the half, the game's going to bug for a little while. That's kind of annoying. But once he's here, we'll have enough assists that we can throw a 2-die block with any of these players. We can clear this guy out. I'm going to throw it... I don't really want to throw it with Giggles, because I'd like Giggles to punch Morhor. Although, I guess we can't actually get enough assists to make a punch against Morhor relevant anyway. Maybe I just... Yeah, I'll just hit him with Giggles, and then we can move Saturn up into here. and then we'll have the pogoer leap over. I'm going to save the wizard until a situation when we don't have any other answers. Pretty much, that's going to be the play. So don't expect to see it during the first half, probably. This is going to make the video really long if you don't... Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, and the reason I wanted to do it this way was because if all we generate is a push, I wanted to knock him away from the ball, not toward it. So... this dodge is not that hard. And I do get a reroll, and I think it's kind of important. I'm going to dodge into a tackle zone here. Okay, we did fail it, by the way. What square do I want to dodge to? Or leap to, rather. So I'm definitely leaping. Oh, I still have my blitz, too. There's no place where it makes sense to use a blitz, though, right? What if I... like, how much move can I... and then we could leap to, like, here? Sadly, we can't, you can't leap past your movement, I believe. So we couldn't, like, move here and then leap over there. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, it costs 2 squares of movement to use it. So we have to make the GFIs, too, huh? You know, I'm just going to try to leap over him as it stands right now. To here? Yeah. Oh. Oh. He's probably just going to get himself punched. I think him being in that square but down is not actually that much better, or not that much worse than him being in that square but standing. Him being in that square is the most important part. We're actually making pretty good headway, I think. This is going a lot better than it might. And remember, this is their reception this half. So we're actually like... okay, Slash and Burn is KO'd. Well, is what it is. I'm not going to apothecary that. Oh, that was a pretty vicious little jab with that spiked glove he's got. Wow, they're getting a lot of really good rolls here. It's another armor break, is it? Ugh. I do believe Nuffle has declared pretty strongly for a side already. Oh, hey, look, occasionally my armor doesn't break. Alright, I'm sure this is going to cause a problem, but I'm going to try to throw the bomb. It pretty badly needs to happen. I'm just going to throw it right on top of the ball. Oh, hey, it fixed. So that pass is like an actual failure. I will re-roll that. An inaccurate pass I'd be fine with. Although, that is the second time that it has scattered the maximum possible distance away. So when you scatter, you roll dice and it moves 3 times. But the odds of it moving away, away, and then away are pretty low. Okay, well... I kind of want to have the pogoer get up and try to grab the ball and then leap out. But maybe that's unwise. Should I just stand him? Like, I want to keep his turn alive in case we can do something really crazy. But I think, given the number of injuries I just sustained and the fact that they always roll knockdowns and stuff, like, this is getting dire. And he's going to have to make the roll without an assist. Alright, now let's just get up and then leap over to here. And we used our team reroll this turn. Okay. He made it. So he's on the ball, and he's not easily punchable. I think the scatter... so it would be fine if it moved here, here, or here. And bad if it went here, 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 or here. So let's not push him onto the ball. Okay, armor break. Sad to see no, like, death or anything, but I'll take an armor break. And then... we can just throw this punch to try to get closer. Although if I try to throw the punch, there's a good chance of me losing my tackle zones. I'll just stick. And Widow... that's a 4+ dodge. But if I made it out, I could do some really good stuff. And also, if I stay here, I will get knocked down by a blitzer. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to go for it. Although, where would I even go? Like, where can I go that will be meaningful? Maybe nowhere. Why don't I try to have Widow roll out this way? We can play a little bit of zone defense. Try to figure out a path through this thing. Okay. Failed the dodge, rerolled, failed the dodge. Rolled a 2 and then a 2. And he's KO'd. Yeah, we're getting brutalized here. This has been a harsh one. The dice have been, first of all, just the strategic concerns of the game are very much in their favor. They have much better players than we do. And then the dice have also been pretty strongly in their favor. Although that one's maybe not so good for them. Let's see where the ball ends up. Okay, it bobbled forward 2 squares for them into a position that's much safer. So that's pretty great for them, actually. Okay, another armor break. How many players am I going to have standing up to actually do stuff on this coming turn? Alright, at this point, our only consideration is keeping them from scoring. It is not really feasible for me to score anymore. But if we can keep them from scoring, that'll be good enough. This is bad. I'm going to try to dodge out to here. This will give my troll... well, actually, I need to dodge out to here, though, because my troll also needs the little teammate boost. Hit this dodge. Do it. All right. Just try to get as many as many tackle zones near the ball as possible. All right, that's pretty good. I guess I should just have you stand. You're not going to go anywhere, so... take a single dodge here. I mean, we have 2 turns after this. It's not impossible. Wow. Really? I double failed the dodge roll and then armor breaks. We are going to need... no. We're going to need players during the second half, but I still don't think it's right to use the apothecary. Like on a player who has no value or anything. It's going to be an ugly second half, even worse than this. So this is how orcs are a pretty punchy team. In Blood Bowl parlance, we say bashy. A bashy team, this is kind of the way you're supposed to win. You don't really have the players to go for a slick passing game. You can't do that elf thing of just always getting the ball wherever it is and then dodging out and running. So you win games by attrition. You burn the enemy team down. Oh, we got there. Okay, no armor break at least. You burn the enemy team down, and then you win during like the second half when they don't have a lot of players left. Wow, they are quadruple marking the Bombardier, and they didn't put any guys adjacent to the ball. Is this scoreable? So here's what I'm thinking. Giggles can pick up the ball. He has to dodge out, which is a pretty easy dodge, but I've not been doing so well on those. Pick up the ball, run the ball over, hand the ball off to Nightmare. Nightmare uses Leap to get over to here, and then makes a single dodge and just burns hard for the end zone. It's a pretty unlikely plan, but I don't have any plans that are more likely to put me up 1-0. And if we go into the second half up 1-0, we don't have to play very well at all to maintain the victory. I'm going to try it. All right. A couple of die rolls. Come on. This is exactly when you want to use your last reroll. Okay. The handoff. It is a 5+ catch. Just hit it. Just make the roll. It's the only way we can do it. Actually, if we manage to knock the troll down... Is there a way to get... No, there's not. I was going to say, is there a way to like make assists happen? If we manage to knock the troll down, we could do this slightly more easily. But I think the odds of me just hitting the jump are better. We could also throw our lightning bolt at the troll. Oh no, I can't do it in the middle of the turn. No, I think leaping out of this is still the only realistic choice. 3+. No! Okay, well, we can't score anymore. We don't have any players close enough to the end zone to make it in one turn. I had to go for it. But man, my dice have been very, very bad this game. I rolled a 1. And his armor broke. His armor break is kind of irrelevant. Is there... we might be able to pull off a throw teammate play, depending on how this goes. No, not if this happens. Because our goblin has to be up. Yep, sure. Of course the armor broke. Okay, well they can't score either. So now we just have to try to hurt somebody. Do our best to do some damage. So there's no version of this where we get to do anything other than a 1-die block. And it doesn't... Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter who gets it. Because they're both 6-star player points off of the next level. Nope, too stupid to throw the block. And now that he's lost his tackle zones, I can't get a single die block even anymore. It's a tough first half. These things happen. You know, if you play a game of Blood Bowl, this is what you're signing up for. Sometimes these things happen. It just means we're going to have to get a little creative during the second half. So, what do my wake-ups look like? Okay, pretty good, actually. I think I was going to use my bribe to try to get a foul off, but I think I'm going to try to use my bribe to keep the loony in play. Excellent. Yeah, grinders out, so it goes. I think the chainsaw is better for us here than the bomb.
Doesn't stay long on the pitch, but it's so good while it's there.
Alright. It's going to be tough. I'm not going to lie to you. This is going to be a very difficult drive. We will start the Fanatic next to an opponent. I don't think... We could start this guy here. And these two, like, right up on this guy. And maybe get a block off here as well. Probably not. And then, if we don't get the block off, we have to figure out a way to get everybody clear. I think this is the formation I'm going to go for. In fact, I'm going to start some of these guys a little further back. Just for... Since there's no way they can contribute to violence on the first turn. Let's start them a little further back in the hopes of shagging the ball a little bit easier. A little bit more easily. Okay, come on. Good kickoff event. Both teams lose a turn. I think that's good for us. I think that's better for us than it is for them. Because we're going to have to score... we're not going to be able to play, like, hold off for a long time. So before I try this, let's run a guy up adjacent to the ball.
Loose ball is a dangerous ball.
Alright. I don't want to run anybody else over, I don't think. I want this guy to try to pick up the ball. And then these guys will help form a cage. Okay, awesome. Black Orc off the field right away. Really, really good. So this is our side now. This is where we're headed. So I probably want to next try to throw these. Oh, but if I move him, I'm going to lose access to my troll blocks. I'm a little concerned that the troll blocks are going to turn against me. So the dice have got me a little spooked. But you can't show cowardice. Nuffle hates that. Okay, you also can't show bravery. Nuffle hates that.
I've seen mushrooms.
Okay. I'm not going to follow. Because I don't want to get hit by the fanatic. Okay. Great start. Here we go. Nope, nothing. Show me something. Nothing. Man. Well, I'm not moving anymore. That was really bad. Okay, so this guy's going to pick up the ball. We're going to move this way. This is the plan. Please don't make me use a reroll. Awesome. Good, 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 good. Obviously, one of the corners of our cage is going to get blitzed off. We're going to end up with a person adjacent to the ball carrier. But the combination of stunty and dodge makes that not really that big of a deal. All right, this guy will run up here, which will provide some good tackle zones to wall these guys off from chasing us. Our tackle zones are way more relevant during this game than they were during the last two. Because, again, orcs are a bit worse at dodging. Okay, so we had a really good block, and then a couple of very unfortunate ones. The Fanatic really needs to, like, get some knockdowns. That's his job. It's the whole reason he's here. So he's good at knocking people over. He just cannot seem to pull it together. Alright, they have a 2-die block now with their Black Orc or their Troll against our Guard Troll. And the Guard Troll is definitely the right person to take it on. So let's see what they do with it. Okay, he's going for the double GFI into the 2-die block. Okay. He couldn't get the block, at least. And he's put himself in a position where I can 2-die block him right back. So, what we probably want to do is blitz somebody with the chainsaw, keep trying to move up this side of the field. We could break off and go this way instead. Right, like, do this blitz, and then just redirect the whole shape this way. Because remember, aside from the blitzer, orcs are not particularly fast. The blitzers move as fast as our players, but black orcs and stuff do not. No, because the blitzers are all the ones over here. They'll chase us. We should go up this side, because we're further away from the slow players here. So probably I just blitz this guy off. So I need to push here. Okay, that's even better. I don't follow. Wait. I don't get to move afterward. So where do I want to be? I think I do want to be here. KO? Okay, it's just a stun. A KO or two would be really nice.
Well, I could start my own team. You only need a million gold, right?
So we could run the Pogor up here. I don't want to end my turn on the sidelines. We've not really cleared much of a path, honestly. I could move to right here and like form up around that, because this guy being stunned makes a pretty good blocker for us. That's right, like Giggles could run to here. That's not awesome. Maybe I can't really move forward. But this guy's stunned. He'll still be down next turn. The Quagmire in the middle of the field is not going to resolve in their favor. So we'll do this. This makes it pretty awkward for them to get into us. We have pretty deep tackle zones. They're going to blitz somebody off, probably the Looney. The Looney is who I would do. Maybe I should have him here so that he protects the Looney better. Actually, yeah. I feel pretty good about that. We still have good tackle zone coverage here. We get a 2-die block. We don't get a 2-die. Oh, no, because he doesn't have tackle zones right now. He needs to have tackle zones for that to be true. Okay, he found them. And we definitely do not want him to move. Okay, so now we have a 2-die block against their troll. I'm taking all these before I do the Fanatic moves because I'm terrified of what the Fanatic is going to do. Okay, I think I follow. Because that frees the Fanatic up to move left. Damn it. Honestly, that's not that bad of an outcome. He has 7 strength. He's relatively sticky because the orcs are not super great at dodging. They're, 3 agility, just the same as the rest of us. And they don't have dodge or stunty or anything. The goblin can get through, but the goblin can't fight my players very effectively because he's a goblin. So actually, this is, I don't want to be super optimistic because obviously we're still 2 strength. They can do stuff like this whenever they want. Block. I was going to say, if you bobble it directly into his hands and he catches it, that's such a bad outcome for me. Okay. Oh, but it went backwards. Oh, boy. They were able to put together a 2-die block on my troll with a black orc, and then they have a 2-die block again. Okay, that's not too bad. That's actually maybe even kind of good. Okay, so let's figure this out. I think I'm going to throw this guy's moves pretty early. Let's stand you up. I definitely want to do that. I could chainsaw this guy. I don't think I want to. I think what I want to do with this guy is just run another assist around here, throw a normal 2-die block, and chainsaw somebody who's up front. So maybe I should do that first. Right, because if I, run to here, then we hit this guy from here, push him up there. That'll keep him off the ball, at least. Oh, but that play involves a dodge. Can I move in a way that makes it so I don't have to dodge? Obviously, the version of this that involves no dice rolling is the best one. Okay, so now we have a 2-die block.
Now they must grab it.
That really sucks. We do get to throw another 2-die block on him, though, and if we fail this time, he pushes adjacent to the troll. I might want to stay. I think I do. Okay, so we can try to move the troll out now by going this way. The ball is available to us. So probably Giggles runs over and then tries to run back up here. We don't actually make any forward progress this turn, which sucks. And I chainsaw this dude. Please get him. I will definitely use the team reroll. Okay. He failed to get through the armor, but at least he didn't hit himself in the face with the chainsaw. But now we don't have our team reroll, so we're pretty likely to not get the ball. And when I say pretty likely, I want to make something clear. When I say pretty likely or pretty unlikely, I'm not saying if I'm pretty unlikely does not mean there's a 10% chance. I need a good 70% chance for something to occur for me to feel confident. I think BTO just tries to stand up. Okay, cool. I don't do anything with Lord Torgo, because I don't want to risk losing the tackle zones. I'm gonna do that. Let's throw some ball and chain first. There you go. Give him one. And then this way, I think. Okay, I was kind of hoping he would go up and, like, I guess marking the goblin's not particularly valuable. All right, come on, do this for me. 3+. All right. This is a much more secure space. I'm going to take the GFI. Okay. That little move they do at the end of the run animation is terrifying. Okay, not too bad. And we still have our wizard. Remember, we can wizard right at the end of our turn or right at the beginning of our turn. So what's probably going to happen is the optimal outcome here is at some point we have a pretty much open field. We wizard lightning bolt a guy down to create the opening, and we just go. Okay. It's an interesting way to use the blitz. Is he okay? He is stunned. Alright, alright. Not awesome, but not horrible. Damn it, I really needed him not to roll a real knockdown. Even a both down was fine there, but him being able to follow up really makes my turn more complicated. The good news is our trolls are doing a great job of just, like, binding these guys up. The other good news is we're actually pretty open to run now. We just have to make a single dodge. The bad news is we have to make a single dodge and it might not work. There's no way I'd get a 2-die block on this guy. We're way more likely to just make the dodge. So let's just try it. Okay. This is looking, like, doable. And we have to get up here and provide some cover. This guy has 5 moves. So if we were to cage here, he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he could blitz us, but it would take 2 GFIs, all of his movement. So let's prep for that. Then we probably want to roll out like this. Actually, this guy should be standing up. Okay, we got there. Lucky, lucky.
Cheerleaders get paid more than players.
Is that a fact, Bob?
Question of what the fans are looking at. Who would you rather?
Well, so this guy's not too likely to dodge off, but they can generate a lot of 2-die blocks against our trolls, so I think we do have to defend against that side. That said, we can probably do that with this guy. Let's try it. Let's see where we end up. Okay, I was kind of hoping he would go up and left, because now if I try to make a move that knocks the troll down, that's pretty bad for us. Let's see if we can go this way. Okay, I definitely down.
Likes to be well assisted.
I like that a lot, actually. That feels pretty okay. Alright, let's see if we can provide a little cover from this side. This is really good for us, I think. Now, Widow is just going to get his face knocked off, right? His whole face is going to come right off. So here's what I'm going to do instead. We'll make an easy dodge, then step into this easy dodge again, and then I'm going to go here to make it very close to impossible for them to blitz us with this guy. This guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I have to care more about that guy. This guy would only have to make 1 GFI. Okay. Alright, so now he would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yeah. I was considering using the wizard there, but if there's 2 guys who have an equally difficult runs, there's no sense in using a wizard to knock one of them down, because they'll just make the blitz with the other one. Okay, making the dubious decision to mark a bunch of my downed dudes. Alright, here we go. There was nothing we could do to stop this. Nothing we can do to stop one of these from being available. He didn't roll a knockdown, though. Nice. And that was the guy with dodge, too. The one orc on their team who has dodge, and he just flubbed the roll twice. He needed a 3, and he couldn't find it. Okay, this is great. This is wonderful for us. So we just push you off. Push at least. Push at least. Okay. Thank God Almighty, I push at least. Alright, we're not clear yet, but we're getting pretty clear. So I'm not trying to say that we're clear. It goes without saying, we're pretty clear. So we want to... Where do I want to end up here? Because it would be great if we could prevent this guy from getting the blitz. He's the only player in range who can generate 2 dice. So let's just put a lot of tackle zones between him and the ball carrier. Okay. There's no way he gets over here. He's going to have to make some ugly dodges or something. Now, we still have some decisions to make. We have our blitz available. We also have the fanatic. I almost certainly want to stand this guy up before we do the fanatic's moves, just in case, right? So he's going to use our blitz. I kind of want to run him over to here so that he has a chance to assist the trolls. Alright, he's going to make a couple of rolls. But we have enough team rerolls left that we should use one every turn if we should do things that are potentially going to provoke a reroll every turn. Okay, awesome. A KO on a blitzer. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, we're going to move this way for maximum safety, I think. Yep, and then if that fails, it gives us some pretty safe moves. Okay, not totally ideal. Pretty bad, actually. These things happen. Too stupid for punching. Even with the assist, I rolled a 1. I'm not going to do anything with him because if his tackle zones got lost, it would be really bad for us. And you're going to stay down because if you get up, you'll be devoured. I think we pulled this off. After that rough first half, I was really concerned that there was not going to be a path for me. Okay, he's taking the 1-die block with the goblin. That is aggressive. He's got to do something. I think we've got it. Okay, he'll throw a 2-die. He'll get the Pogor. How badly? Miss next game. We will apothecary that to miss next game. Damn it. Both of the results were miss next game. Well, that sucks. Does our Pogor have XP? I think he does. I don't want to fire him, but I mean, we might just play next game without a Pogor. Okay. So we just want to knock this guy away, and it's okay to do it with a goblin. All we need is a push. Okay, that'll work. Oh, that's right. A push wouldn't have worked because that guy has sidestep. And he could have just moved adjacent to our player again. Okay, and then this guy has only 5 movement. That guy's stunned, so he can't get up. So I'm going to do this. We're not going to score. We will score next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. He actually can't get to me without making a series of dodges. Alright, let's try to generate some star player points. I think we've got it. Actually, you know what would be even better? If we put the chainsaw guy over here somewhere. Because he can't blitz. Although I should throw punches with the troll first. Nice. I think I don't follow, because I don't want to get in the path of the ball and chain. Man, it is tough to injure an orc player. We are not having a good time with this. Okay, so you're no longer providing any benefit. Go ahead and get over here. It'd be even more inconvenient. Now he has to make a series of really hard dodges. And remember, it is still valuable to us to kill their players and stuff because we may have to play these guys again after the cut. Okay, good enough for me. You're staying down. I'm going to go ahead and try to throw the punch, since this guy does have his tackle zones this turn. Okay, too stupid. That's fine. Oh, I guess I should reroll it, though, because I'm not going to do anything else this turn. Ah, we got there. Cool. Alright. And it turns out we didn't need our wizard. But you know what? You know what will give us super extra mega safety? If we just lightning bolt this dude. There. Now I think he literally can't get to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can get adjacent, but he can't throw a block. So he's just gonna spite, try to hurt the chainsaw guy. And fail. Whew, okay, so this is gonna put us on 3 wins and 1 loss, right? I feel pretty good about that, actually. Wow. He took the bad block and it just worked. Sometimes it happens, you know? That's Blood Bowl. Okay, it's just a KO. Yeah, unfortunately the ball and chain, when it stops swinging, has a tendency to land directly on his skull. And this is a level up for a goblin, so this could be good for us. Whew. Alright. The crowd is going utterly wild. Feral even. Save yourselves. Okay, so they get both their knockouts back. I think they have 1 turn left. This is, you know, what our side of the field looks like. It's just always like that. Yeah, honestly, I would say that our bribe was, like, incredibly good that game. It really, really saved our ass. I know I haven't actually thrown a foul, and I do feel bad about it. I'm going to try to find some good times. But I don't think it's been right yet. I'm not going to do it just to do it, because it has some consequences. Okay, the ref has gone power mad. Yep. Good luck, boys. I have no idea what our team looks like for next game. We don't have a pogoer, and I don't think I want to hire one. Like I said, I think I want to preserve... Really, an enraged fan hurls a large rock. Lord Torgo and Azhag Bruzarm suffer an injury. This time both of us got it. How's Torgo? Okay, just a stun. What happened to the other guy? Also just a stun. Okay. Boy, I feel like we've been seeing the throw rock event a lot this season. It's a particularly savage crowd of fans out here. Alright, just like stay nimble, boys, you know. Up on the balls of your feet. Fall small. Tuck and roll. I know that there are ways to fall safely, but I don't really know how they work, so I unfortunately can't give the goblins any advice on that front. Okay, KO. That's fine. That's fine. Not a big deal. Oh, that was a bad push. He should have pushed him here so he could hit him with the troll, too. It's almost like these orcs don't even want to kill our goblins. Bizarre. Alright, they got one more punch to throw. Well, I mean, these are all, you know, 0 star player point goblins. If all 3 of them had died, it wouldn't even be that big of a deal. I mean, there would have been consequences. We pulled it off. I am very pleased. Alright, so let's see here. BTO got most valuable player again. He is now 1 star player point off of level 3. And also Giggles got a level. Oh boy, I just saw who our next round opponent is. That's maybe bad. Let's take Giggles' level. Okay, so goblins only get access to agility skills on normals. It's tough. Our team doesn't really have good access to general, and there's some pretty useful stuff in general. Well, we could take a diving tackle player. I think I will. We have a sneaky git And we haven't actually used him yet, but like, I'll try. But you know, we have a guy for this already. So let's take Diving Tackle. After people dodge out of his tackle zones, he can dive after them to lower their roll by 2 and try again. Pretty useful for a goblin. Unfortunately, there's always the concern that a goblin that stands next to somebody is just going to get punched, but that's kind of their job, you know? So we have 50k. That's enough to hire one more regular goblin, which would put our team value up to 1030. And I think probably I will. I mean, hold on, let's see what their team value is. They're on 1250. So if we go to 1030, we'll get 220k, and then we still have 10 of our own. That's enough to buy some cool stuff. We could buy another wizard. I know we ended up not really needing our wizard there, but I suspect this game is actually going to be more difficult. You know, actually maybe it won't be though. So here's the thing. I think vampires are actually a pretty interesting team. They can be a lot of fun. The deal with the vampires is vampires themselves are 4 strength, 4 agility players. Then, in addition to that, vampires have this skill, Hypnotic Gaze. They can just run up next to somebody, make an agility roll, and if the agility roll is successful, the player loses all their tackles. It just like turns off their brain for the turn. The thing about vampires is, the bad thing, is that they have bloodlust. Sometimes, after declaring an action, they will be forced to feed. You can, you do that, and then you declare the action. So you can find out that they'll be forced to feed and run them adjacent to a non-vampire player on the team, and they'll just feed off that guy, knocking him down, maybe injuring him. If you can't get your vampire adjacent to a thrall, at the end of his action, he will leap off of the field and into the stands to feed on a spectator, which removes him from the play. So depending on whether the AI is actually good at playing vampires, this might be really easy, because the vampires might do nothing all game. Or it might be tough, because vampires are awesome players, and that vampire has block. Also, I noticed that they have a thrall with plus strength, and a thrall with plus agility. So actually some pretty terrifying players. They have another one with block, and finally they have a dauntless guy, which lets you roll a 1-die block sometimes when fighting people of higher strength than you, instead of your normal block. And I guess you can add assist to it afterwards, so it can make you okay at fighting bigger guys. That's what you see a Troll Slayer there is the icon for Dauntless. I don't know. I honestly have no idea how this is going to go. This could be really difficult. It could be really easy. I guess we'll find out. Come back next time. We're going to get an awful lot of money. We're going to get an awful lot of cheating. And maybe we're going to have our easiest game yet. Fingers crossed. And we'll see you then.